Well, it's Friday and that means it's my first race. I went training on the commercial trainer yesterday for the first time and they took like 48 minutes from 30 miles away. I think it's actually 28 mile. So not looking good and I'm one down from that. But again, they are broken pigeons, so we're going to treat them as fair as possible, the way I'd normally fly a pigeon, which is probably wrong. But yeah, so we're going to feed them now. It's currently 7:30 in the morning, so they're just going to get what I'd normally feed on a Friday morning, which is this. This is Bamford's Multitask. So I'll feed them that. They'll probably get about 3/4 of an ounce each this early in the morning. And then I'll give them a handful of Trapper Mix and some electrolytes in the water. I'll give them a handful of Trapper Mix an hour before basketing and some electrolytes just to make sure that they go for a drink. Now there's a couple in here that won't be sending. Obviously she can't go, she's a trapper. This one got reported and it was hawked, so she's missing flight feathers. Nothing else up with her, just missing flight feathers. And I think there's another one here that, where's she gone? Yeah, there's another one here that is only just really broken in, so give it a chance. She can go next week. I'm undecided with the dark cock because he had a bang from training last week, but I think the swelling's gone down now, so I think he'd be all right. It's only an 87 mile. He came back all right yesterday, so I'll assess him later. Come on. Some people don't feed at all on a Friday, some people do. The beauty about this hobby and this sport, whatever you want to call it, is many roads lead to Rome. Now, I think to myself, if I didn't eat for a full day and then I had to compete, would I feel like I've got enough energy? The baby's out, some of them for the first time, some for the second time. Yesterday, just fluttering around the garden, so here they are now. I must say, I'm absolutely loving these young birds so far. Waiting for the breakfast. Acting like they're starving. You have to feed 1.5 ounces a day of breed and wean still, so it's just routine that. So normally you get, as I say, it's currently now 20 to 8. Normally they're fed at 7 in the morning. So they're a bit late on it, 40 minutes late. So yeah, it's just routine. They're just telling me that they're ready for feeding. So I do need to top the adults up in this one because they've still got young uns. Still got young uns. It's always a bit dark in this section. It's too nearly ready to wean over there. And there's another 2 up there, 2 there, 3 young uns in there. Tell you why. Now, has anyone had to do this where they've had to put a 3rd young un in? Because this one, the one with the dot on its head, put a little bit of Sharpie mark on it. The cock got out over my head. to feed him the other day and he literally flew at me, tried to land on my shoulder because he always does, and he was gone. He was up and out. Not seeing him again. He's not gone back to the old owner because he was a stock car, but he just has 2 yellows. It's unfortunate I've had to float the 2 young ones over so that the hen didn't just leave them. But in the section where he got out, which is this section behind me here, well, sort of behind me, it's in the middle section, where he got out, is I had one that had hatched the young in the same time as him, but it only filled 1 egg. So I was able to float that one underneath that one, but then I've got nothing else that's sitting just 1 young'un, so I've had to float 3. And I know they're heavy feeders, them, so their young'uns have always looked good. So I'm just praying, like, that they take care of the 3. I'm pretty sure they will. And it doesn't take too much out of the parents, like, but time will tell. I think they'll be all right. So we're going to go for corn this morning. Let's pick Jed up. We're going to go down to Congleton to Asprey Pigeon Supplies, and we're going to buy a load of corn and see what else they've got, what other goodies. I will say is a massive thank you to everyone that's watched my videos that's tuned in, because this corn that we're going to buy today is being paid for by you watching my videos. Thank you very much, and let's get down to this corn shop. Just arrived at Asprey Pigeon Supplies. It took us 50 minutes to get here. So I'm going to see what they've got now. They've got a good selection. Tolosan products, Strike. Swear by this, gem the packs. But everything's just gone expensive. But Asprey Pigeon Supplies is the cheapest around that I've seen. So this is why we travel here rather than going other places that are a bit more local.
I want some kettle. We're probably allotment at the same time, and you know, I know it's a bit later, so well, 10 are really late, but you know.
I'm down here and I'm meeting quite a couple of subscribers, me and Jed, are quite walking in like we're famous. But yeah, some nice lads down here. I better start buying, otherwise I'm just going to be walking around with a camera and not even actually pick any corn up. Jed's got pigeons to sort out, I've got pigeons to sort out, I've got the allotment to sort out, I've got everything to do. I'll be bumping into everyone today. There's a guy I follow on TikTok, the Geenie family I think, so it's Grandad. His granddaughter Jessica set it up, and I've just bumped into him as well, so it's a good day out. But yeah, back to Asprey Pigeon Supplies. They have an amazing stock of products for us pigeon lads. They've got plenty of corn. They've got the Bamford's range, obviously they've got the Verslager, the Van Roby stockist, so they've got, I think they import all the Van Roby stock. They have some of the decent traps. I forget what they're called. Is it that Irish thing? Universal, is it? Or something like that. They have everything. These are the cheapest around. Like a £5 online. Your pick stones. Nest boxes. From what I'm told, Roger makes these himself. So these are the ones that I want. I want to get these instead of the up and over boxes. But I don't know how to build them myself and then put floor grills in them instead. They have their own grains, Sutton's grains. They have all sorts. These, 65 quid each I pay for them here. Plenty of stock of floor grills. 70 quid online. But I think it's 1,000 quid nearly for just to do my shed. It's a lot of money. So I best get a trolley and start getting the corn I need. Otherwise, Jed's not going to get down the allotment, is he? We need 2 bags of depurative, some molten barley. It's me done. How many bags are there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 bags. £213 lighter. And you don't really get much to show for yourself, really. Because in the pallet of corn used to be pretty much 200 odd quid. So now I've got to clean the baskets out, get them ready. These are a bit of a nightmare to get in and out. Fresh paper in there and I can put the grills back in. But it's important to keep your baskets clear. I mean, that's just this week of training the pigeons. So keep them clean, innit? Less bacteria you can have around the pigeons, the better. I take it this one's already ready to go. It's got itself in the basket. I mean, obviously there's hens there, like, but these are just getting flown natural. So I guess that's the cock basket. So I am going to pick up every bird and check every bird over. Make sure there's no injuries from training. Obviously I'm going to send them to a race, regardless if they can compete being broken pigeons or not. I want to check them all over, make sure they've got no injuries, because I'm not going to send them if they have. There is one in here that did have an injury. I just want to check and see if he's able to go or not. So what I'm looking for is a full tail, full wing, and I'm going to feel down the keel, make sure there's no bumps, and he's good to go. On to the next one. Again, wing, tail, no bumps, and that's it. Wing, tail, bump. There you go. So I'm going to finish basketing these up now. Speed it on a bit. I am rushing now. I need to get in the shower, get ready, get to the club. Well, that's it. The baskets are up for the first race to Hereford. I think it's about 86, 87 miles for me. Don't get me distance until I get down the club, so I don't actually know. But I know I've got 4 ends. I just didn't count the cocks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 is that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 10 cocks. And 4 ends. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so that's right. Yeah, 10 cocks, 4 ends. Made it down the club. Gonna try and show you how it works a little bit down here. How the pigeons go through. You get looked after at this club. You get sweets.
Only for the first week.
Oh, this is the second week now. We've still got sweets. You mustn't be eating them fast enough. Well, it's not a bad place to mark the pigeons, to be fair. Plenty of space. Some good members in here. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Even if the pigeon's at the bottom of the sheet, I'm still looking forward to taking part. And it's taking part that counts. pigeons come from the handler to the clock setting, the pigeon's legs scanned over the ring. That's the pigeons gone. They're in the baskets now, ready for sending. So they go into these training crates and then they go on a big transporter and then they'll go to the destination. They've all got water on there. It's a bit windy over here. We are right next to the Mersey. So we're actually under the Runcorn Bridge here. Lovely view for marking your pigeons though. Some nice white ones there, isn't there? It's the wagon that's turned up. Very much you can see in the dark. Well, that's it. It's Saturday morning and I'm about to get all these cleaned out. Get the waters ready and keep the phone on standby ready for finding out what time they're going up. As I said, I'm not really expecting much from these, the broken pigeons. I've not really put a lot of training into them. They've had a bit of training, don't get me wrong, but I've not put a lot into them. So it is what it is. Things out of my control, like the pigeons sodding back off to the old owners and stuff, is not allow me to train and get them out twice a day. I have to wait obviously until everyone else has done their pigeons and stuff. So yeah, I've started cleaning this section out. This is where they're racing back to. So I'll get this finished cleaning out now and I'll move on to getting all the other birds done, get their morning feeds done, and then maybe have a little tidy around in the garden while I wait. That's that cleaned out, and everything once a week gets a little spray. So little spray juice fluid, just spray floor grills and then allow it to dry off. So everything like that gets sprayed, and then the feeder gets spray. Take the drinker off and allowed to air dry, and then that's keeping bacteria down, but it's also keeping the smell down as well of pigeons. They don't smell bad, pigeons, but it's nice to walk in a loft and smell that smell of J's fluid. They don't make J's fluid the way they used to, like a dark brown liquid. Now it's pretty much clear, so they've definitely taken something out of it. Doesn't smell as strong either. But it works, and I do use Vircon as well, but I've run out of that, so a bit of J's fluid will do. And I've got shite in my eye, feathers. Do suffer with allergies when it comes to pigeon dust and that, so cleaning out I end up with an itchy eye or sneezing or whatever, but it's all worth it, innit? So I've got my 2 litres of drinking water here. I've got Dacholite, which is electrolyte and glucose. So I'm going to add that in now, ready for any birds that do decide to come home, if they come home. And this is 25 grams to 2 litres of water, so 1 level spoon. And then we'll give that a swash around. And that is ready. So we move on to cleaning these now. Little one making a nest. It's not a hard thing to clean out, although it does look like a daunting task sometimes when you've left it a week. This has been pretty much a whole week. Well, it's a week tomorrow. I normally do it on a Sunday for a big clean, but I've been busy this week, so that's why I've got floor grills and stuff like that. I mean, I have scraped the boxes a few times in the middle section, and the rest are on grills, so it allows me to just leave them a week, not stress them out. I have found when I was cleaning every day on the other section, I was getting some fret marks on the young ones, so whether that's stressing them out or not, I don't know. But when I leave them a week or so, they seem alright. Let me know in the comments if you've experienced the same sort of thing with fret marks, with mithering them too much, being in cleaning them and that. And I've only had a couple of young ones in that one section where I was cleaning every day, just to see the difference between that section and that section. Like anything with pigeon racing, it's all experimenting, it's all about finding your own way, and many roads lead to Rome and stuff like that, but this works for me at present. Cleaning once a week, clean the boxes of the purchase if they need doing, and then it's allowing the shed just to, as long as it's dry. If it's wet, get it cleaned, do not leave wet droppings, but if it's dry, it can be left. That's it, the birds have gone up, they've been liberated at 9:45 in a light west-northwest wind. So no idea what time they're due home, say 7 years out of this, so probably 1 hour 40, 1 hour 50 maybe, I don't know. But mine, probably 3 days and 50. So, gotta get the ETS up now. Not even put the holder on the wall yet, so we're gonna get that done now. Got plenty of time yet, so it's only 10 o'clock. We may need to make something a bit more permanent in here. So we need to make sure that the clock is in between. Need to make sure there's no corner underneath there first. Need to make sure the clock is in between the gap. So I've locked these two bob wires off either end. So yeah, the pigeons could push that, but as long as it's in between that, they should time in. That should reach to the socket, which it does. Don't need to switch it on yet. And this should reach to I need to know where to put the wall holder, you see, so we'll plug it in, see where the safest place to put the wall holder, whether it be here or up here. I'm thinking it'd be better here, maybe, because then if I need to open the door, it's got enough wire. What do you reckon? I can move it like. For there, at present, I say I can move it, so presume this goes in this way. And I've got two little screws. They're a bit of a pain in the arse, these screws, to be fair, because how are they meant to get in past that wire? Shouldn't it be a different design where it actually clicks on properly? We got one on, but brick on. That is a shite design, I'll have you know. Just so you know. This should have a bigger head on it so it twists in. So we can get the pad in, get the clock in, and then switch it on and make sure we're alright. Is it coming up racing? Search antenna. Time is 10:19 now. Clocking with one antenna waiting for pigeon. So that should be it. We're all set, and because obviously I'm on a sliding door, I have to go through this section, which we never got to clean out. I can go through this section here, and then I can open the trap. I'll clean all these later. I can open the trap. So we are ready for clocking, pretty much. Got a trapper, if needs be. I'm going to have her in the basket by me. I'm going to get the corn out ready, trap and mix. Meantime, I'm going to get the strimmer out. I'm going to strim all this, get a mower over it, just so it's a little bit more tidy. And I've got a carload of rubbish, bits of wood and stuff like that I need to get in the car ready for the tip. But yeah, I'll crack on with that now. Well, it's not the best, but it's cut, it's tidy, and now I can get a table and chairs and just have a little sit down and wait for the timing. It is starting to spit. Beauty is I do have a conservatory, so I can see all around, but hopefully it's just a quick little shower and that'll be enough. I've just hit the hour mark, and even though they're not due for probably another 30-40 minutes or even more, you're still looking in the sky thinking every bird that goes past could be your bird. But yeah, it's just starting to spit now. I'd say it's a bit more now, light rain. That might slow them down a little bit. Well, unfortunately, over 2.5 hours has passed and we didn't get a feather, and we know there's pigeons going in. Literally, I think it's just after the hour-and-a-half mark or something. So, yeah, I know Jed's been on the phone, Jed Moore, and said 3 of the ones that I'm breaking in from his actually turned up at his house. So we know there's 3 back in the area, but are the other 11? I don't know where they are. It's 5:20 and there is only 10 back out of the 14, so we're 4 are missing. But hopefully they'll work their way back in, ready for next week. That's it for now. Down the allotment tomorrow, and we'll see you down there.